What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we've got to take a moment to talk about King of the Court in NBA 2K26, my team. And I don't want to recap the past, but I want to improve King of the Court, or I want King of the Court to improve in the future, because I think basically one thing that we have seen is the format of King of the Court. It's not necessarily the best, and it's not necessarily going to be able to work, in my opinion, on a consistent basis, or it's going to be really hard for it to work. Now let's talk about why. Because the way you have to win King of the Court basically this year is they take your top 4 scores. Now, how do you get your top 4 scores? You gotta beat your opponent by a lot of points. For example, if I play my first game this weekend and I'm up 50 points at halftime, but my opponent quits, that's not going to be one of my best 4 scores. All because the opponent I'm playing decided to quit. Meanwhile, if he stays in the game and I win by 85-90, I get a ton of points. But in my opinion, that's not what King of the, that's not what it should be. And again, it's something that needs to be improved for the future, because you guys saw it last week. A ton of people got banned for quote unquote boosting, and people got incorrectly banned for quote unquote boosting, because a guy on West named Bobby and Andrew, he has a Zen, number 1. Number 2, he dash glitches people, and so if he's losing at the end of the game, he'll dash glitch, neither person will get the win. It'll basically reset the game. Number 3, when he gets to the point he wants to just be done with King of the Court, he basically finds a game and sets down the controller. Somebody beat him, a guy that has no reason to quote unquote boost, no reason to do anything crazy, but he matched an opponent that was not playing the game. He proceeded to win the game, I think, 287-0. He got banned for that. But my question to you guys would be, if you match somebody like Bobby and Andrew that's purposefully not playing, that sets his controller down, and you win the game 287-0, do you deserve to be banned? I mean, these are the things that we have that we're having problems with right now in King of the Court. People are getting wrongly banned. People are doing whatever it takes to win King of the Court, which I get it. There's a lot of money on the line, but it's like, what is the answer? What in the whole argument that has taken place this past weekend is, what is boosting, what's not boosting? What is that fine line? And again, from my perspective, it's a really tough line to draw, right? Like, it really is, because how is that determined? How is it determined whether you match in a friend and purposefully boosting for somebody like Bobby and Andrew that's trying to get people banned? I mean, I don't know if I can find the tweet. But he is literally, his game plan is to make a new account heading into the new week and try to get people banned. That is his game plan. Now, how do we deal with it? If you match Bob and Andrew on West next week, what are you supposed to do? When he sets down his controller and lets you beat him by as many points as you want to beat him. What are you supposed to do? I don't know. I don't have the answers. I'm just here telling you guys what is going on and why with this system. You know, and I feel like last year the system was basically somewhat similar, but the difference was you had 4 hours, right? You had 4 hours, so you had to get as many games in as 4 hours as possible. A quit didn't hurt you. If I was up 50 and my opponent quit, I still got a lot of points for it. The fact that they want to make this thing so it's available all weekend, I get it, right? I'm not even going to sit up here and act like that's a bad thing from 2K, because I honestly think them allowing people to play all weekend is a good thing. The big thing for me is the system has to be improved in future weeks. And like I said, if 2K wants to implement a system is, if you win by a certain amount of games, the game just won't count, or if they detect your opponent going AFK, or whatever the system is that 2K has to implement so the game doesn't count, whatever. But again, that's gonna draw that line, and then people are gonna work around it. So I genuinely don't know, right? Like, I would love a system where it was a tournament type setting and the best would play the best at the end. Like, I think the community would love that too. like last week and the week before, you kind of got that. Like I played a couple games versus Splash. I played a couple of games versus E-Bands, one versus Jin. Like we kind of got that. But again, when people are doing what they're doing on this game, you're not going to get that like as much, because the way the system works is if I beat Jin or Splash by 10 or 15, or if they beat me by 10 or 15, whatever way it goes, nobody gets points for that game. And so I don't know if 2K needs to rework the point system. I don't know if 2K needs to, reconstruct this system as a whole. I just have a hard time seeing this system work for the foreseeable future. And the one thing I would just say is, I guess, even I've got to be careful of this. I guess if you match somebody that literally is letting you blow them out and they're not even trying, I guess, especially with the Bobby and Andrew situation and him getting people banned, I guess you just got to be careful and maybe just not run up the score and stuff like that, which it stinks because the system is designed for you to absolutely flood your opponent and try to win by as much as possible. But again, with the way that 2K has this kind of decided to do things, which again, I'm glad that there's, some stipulations on things and that some people have gotten punishments, but it's like, I just don't know. I don't know even for myself, like what the right thing to do is moving forward in the future. Like, I don't know, when Bobby and Andrew is literally purposefully getting people banned, it's like, what are you supposed to do? Honestly, what are you supposed to do? It's just, it's a really tough position to be in when you've got people that just aren't trying in these King of the Court games. And maybe what they need to do is start, but again, you don't get rewarded for quits. So it's tough, man. It's really, really, really tough. They ban people for quitting. They ban people for giving up. So it's like, if you're going to play in King of the Court, guys, and you don't want to get banned, you got to sweat the entire game fully. But yet, if you match somebody that gives up, you just kind of got to hold the ball in a sense at this stage. I don't know. The system, I feel like, needs to be improved. Will we see a change in the system? I just have a hard time believing this year we will. Just because, again, this is the system that they have implemented. This is the system that 2K has, worked hard to build. They have rules and the sponsorship with this system. So, like, for me to think anything's going to change, I just have a hard time believing that. But don't expect it to just go smoothly for the foreseeable future, because I just don't see a way in which it does. Like, I don't. Like, there's gonna be weird things going on with the way that the system's gonna be. And I guess for me, I just gotta go about my business and just let 2K handle it. Because, like, again, I can't control what other people do. I can't control, what goes on. All I can control is myself. And again, it is what it is. 2K implemented this system. It is what it is. We've just got to try and make the most of it at the end of the day. So, again, for myself, I'll be live on Twitch streaming my King of the Court Road. Will I stream all the games? Yes. I'm kind of trying to think, like, if I should maybe vary it up between, like, streaming on Twitch and then somewhere else, breaking it down like that. But for now, I probably will be live on Twitch. But it's a really tough situation to be in. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Control the controllables, and that's about all you honestly can do. So that's really where we're at right now with King of the Court. I'm hoping that eventually 2K does decide to at least, I don't know, maybe make competitive games count more, maybe make something, just slightly better. But again, I don't know. I don't know what the future of King of the Court truly does hold. I just hope, honestly, my main hope is that the best players win. And if you look at it, Splash won week 1, I won week 2, Jin won week 3. I will say I think those are your three of your probably top 5 players in the game right now, at least. And so I guess from 2K's perspective, if that's what continues and the best players win, I guess there's not a problem. But I just think that the system would be a lot better if, guess what, it was Splash, Jin, and then let's say your week 4 qualifier with the better system. And then guess what, at the end of it, we play in a tournament type setting for something else. Then I feel like that is when the community is going to get excited. That is when the community is going to get, we get these matchups that matter a lot for a lot of money. This is what we want to see. Instead of King of the Court, like, yeah, you might see the occasional rare matchup, but I don't see competitive games taking place many times at all when it comes down to the King of the Court games, which makes sense because honestly, you don't get rewarded for playing competitive games at all. So that's where we're at right now. I just kind of wanted to update you guys on what King of the Court is kind of looking like. Yeah, it's not necessarily great right now, but I just gotta hope that it is improved, or that 2K continues to improve things in the future. And I feel like 2K needs to be more hands-on with the system that they've currently have in place. 2K needs to be more hands-on. They need to make sure things are going well. For example, if the Bobby and Andrew person during the middle of the weekend is doing what he has been doing in the past couple of weeks, ban him in the middle of the weekend. Don't let him just ruin everybody's weekend on West and then wait till after the weekend to be like, okay, yeah, we'll ban him. No, you've already ruined everybody on West's chances of winning King of the Court. Like I said, it's not just the boosting issue, guys. The Bobby and Andrew literally, he's dash glitching. He's trying to purposefully getting people banned. It's tough right here, right now. Like for the system, for the way things are going. So I don't know. I'm hoping that things do somehow just slowly improve. But right now, it's rough in King of the Court, and I just hope that things can slowly get better. That is going to wrap it up for our video. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.